This is AutoInterests Guide to Vehicle Prep and Tech Inspection. We'll discuss key concepts, on-site inspection, safety equipment, and your responsibilities. The purpose of this video is to assist current and potential track event participants with preparing their vehicle for one of our road course events. It is solely the participant's responsibility to prepare their vehicle for safe operation. This video is merely a guideline and not intended to be comprehensive or any type of certification or guarantee of safe performance. A key theme to vehicle preparation is good overall general maintenance, such as fresh fluids, checking belts, good condition spark plugs and wires, tires, brakes, and any type of wear items. These basics are often sufficient for novice drivers or those that are conservative road course drivers. Drivers and their vehicles typically advance together in the sport of performance driving. As the driver becomes more skilled, his or her vehicle will naturally be adjusted and modified to better suit the driver's preferences and comfort. Many drivers are capable of handling track preparation themselves, and others prefer to leave the hands-on work to professionals. Dealerships, mechanics, and independent performance and tuning shops can be of assistance. It is up to each individual driver to determine the appropriate qualified person to prepare their vehicle or perform any changes or upgrades for use on the street or on the track. This video is broken up into two different sections. The first section will discuss the on-site tech inspection at the event, and the second section will discuss items that you should check prior to the event. To go over tech inspection at an event, first we'll look at what a typical morning looks like on the day of your event. You'll arrive on time at the track's front gate. Depending on the event, our own staff may or may not be stationed there. Follow signs to the paddock area. Once you're in the paddock, you'll want to find a space, or your garage if you reserved one. Next, you should empty out your vehicle. Anything loose must be taken out. This includes floor mats, cups, umbrellas, or anything else you might have in there. Then you'll head to tech inspection, which we also mark by signs. Tech inspection is usually split into 3 lines, 1 per run group. Make sure you are in the correct line. You must have a tech form filled out prior to reaching the tech garage. If you did not print this out at home and bring it with you, please exit your vehicle and walk to the garage to get one. Once it's filled out, take it with you and return to your spot in line. When you reach the tech garage, the tech inspector will collect your signed tech form and go through a few items which we will discuss next, and then they will apply a decal which authorizes you to go on track. After passing inspection, head back to your space or garage. The mandatory driver meeting is at 8 a.m. The first item our tech inspectors will be looking for is your helmet. All participants must wear a helmet. Your helmet must be spec SA 2005 or newer. We do not accept M or DOT ratings. You are required to select and use an appropriate helmet that fits you correctly. Tech inspection will check that your helmet carries the SA 2005 rating, but they will not be checking for correct fitment. Factory seat belts or multi-point harnesses are required for all drivers and passengers. Convertible vehicles and roll bars. Roll protection is required for all convertible vehicles. Factory roll protection is acceptable. Roll bars or cages are not required for non-convertibles, but if installed, need to have sufficient padding at any possible contact points. Our tech inspectors will also be verifying that the vehicle has been emptied of any loose items, the battery is securely tied down, there are no obvious fluid leaks or loose body panels, and that you have a cotton shirt, long pants, and closed-toed lace-up shoes. So to recap, the AutoInterests tech inspection at each event serves as a spot check of the items we just discussed. However, every participant is solely responsible for adequate vehicle, equipment, and personal protection for a road course event, which leads us to your responsibilities. You are solely responsible for adequate vehicle, equipment, and personal protection for a road course event. The following information will serve as a general and basic guide for preparing your vehicle for an event. The following list is not definitive or all-inclusive. The following items will not be inspected at an event by our tech inspection. This guide does not constitute any guarantee of safety or any prevention of damage. You'll want to check these items prior to your event date. We'll break it down into 3 sections: interior and under the hood, exterior and visibility, and mechanical and suspension and steering. First up is interior and under the hood items. Your brake fluid should be clean and less than 1 year old. It should be the proper specification. It should have as high a heat rating as possible. And you should consider a fresh brake system flush and bleed, resulting in a firm pedal. Your battery needs to be securely mounted with a hold-down bracket. Your fuel lines need to have no leaks and be in good condition. They should be secured, and your fuel filler neck should be secured without leaks. Most newer vehicles utilize a drive-by-wire system, but if you have a throttle linkage, it should be smooth, without sticking or play. Other items that are important for you to check include fluids, such as oil or coolant. There should be no leaks and they should be filled to specification. Hoses and wiring need to be in good condition and secure. Engine mounts need to be secure with no excess play or damage. Fan or serpentine belts should be in good condition without cracks. And your exhaust shall be securely mounted with no severe leaks. Next, we'll discuss exterior and visibility items. Your windshield should have no severe cracks or scratches inhibiting your vision. Your windshield wipers should be in good working condition, as sometimes it does rain during our events. Left-hand exterior and rear view mirrors are required. And your brake lights should be in good working condition. Last up is mechanical, suspension, and steering items. For steering, there should be no excessive play in the wheel or components. Your vehicle should be properly aligned. Your power steering system should have clean fluid, no leaks, and the reservoir should be filled to spec. Tie rod end should be tight, without damage or play. Brake calipers should be clear of debris. They should be dry without leaks. And hoses and lines should be secure and in good condition. Brake pads should have a minimum 1/4 inch thickness. High temperature rated pads are recommended. Avoid OEM and part store pads. Performance pads that meet vehicle specs are recommended. For novice drivers, stock brakes on most cars will be adequate for the first time on a track. However, as experience is gained and speeds increase, stock brakes will eventually become inadequate. For suspension, struts should be firm, no leaks, and securely mounted. Suspension mounting points should be secure with no structural damage. Sway bar end links and bushing should be in good condition. And wheel bearings should be tight without play or binding. Tires should have a minimum 2/32 of an inch tread depth, except for race tires. They should have a proper wear pattern and no sidewall cuts. There should be no cords or belts showing, and they should carry a minimum OE rating spec. Wheels should be balanced without bends or cracks. Drive shafts and U-joints should be secure without play. CV joints should be secure and not seeping. Automatic transmissions need to have adequate cooling. Please keep in mind this is a general guide to preparing your vehicle for a road course event. It is highly recommended that you take your vehicle to a qualified and certified mechanic. Under no circumstances should you perform any kind of vehicle or equipment preparation for which you are not qualified. We look forward to seeing you at our next event. Our current schedule is always available online at our website, AutoInterests.com.